Mark is here. How you going? What is happening? Good to see you. I'm just sharing to my Facebook page. Okay, and we're nearly ready to go. Okay, I don't know why this is not working. I think Mercury retrograde is still wreaking havoc here. I kind of felt that today. Hey, Alex. Thank you. Oh no, Mark, you've been sick again. That's not good. Why is this not cooperating? Oh, man, it's just annoying. I'm gonna try one more time. Hey, Lydia. I know, I'm so glad that it's over now, but obviously we're still in shadow, right? So, well, that's Margot wanting to be included in this. Hello, you heard your name, didn't you? Hello. She's been a bit naughty lately. Yes, so let's hope she is not while I'm trying to do my readings. Thanks, Alex. I think it just worked on my Facebook just now. So now I just got to log into PayPal and then we're ready to go. Oh no, Lydia, that's the worst. That's not good. Did it do damage to your tire? Yeah, she's been a little bit naughty. I'll tell you what it is. The rain has been incessant in Sydney. Can you be quiet, please? Quiet. The rain has been non-stop. So she's had a bit of cabin fever. And because I can't take her out as much. Like I try and take her out and I have her in my arms and I've got the umbrella over us, but it's not the same. Like she doesn't get to burn the energy. Margot, why do you have to choose this time right now to want to make maximum noise? Seriously. Oh my God. She's been quiet all day. Yeah, so she's been toileting in the wrong places and just being generally naughty. She's a puppy, like I can't really expect perfect behavior, but you're not going to be bashing against the mirror again, or you're going to get into your crate. Honestly. Oh, they crack me up. Hey, calm down. Yes, do you want to say hello? Come on. Say hello. Say hello. Come on. Come on. She thinks it's a game. Hey, come here. Sorry. Oh my God. She's hilarious tonight. Look, you're on camera. Are you going to relax now in your bed? Yeah. Love you. Get on your bed and be quiet. Anyway, so let's get started, guys. I've got my new decks out to play with. If you want a free card, I've got the Tell Me You Love Me Oracle, which is a new release. I've got my Pug Tarot. I always have to get the dog-themed tarot decks. She has grown. Hey, Natasha. Hey, Nadine. I also have the Business Astrology Oracle, which is an interesting one. I'm still kind of getting to know it. It's not one of my favorites, but, you know, it might be helpful if you need some business advice. I've got the Sisterhood of the Seers Oracle, which is kind of fun. So you guys tell me if you want a free card, which deck you'd like me to use. And finally, we have the Wild Witch, which is, I think this is a pretty cool deck. Okay. Alex, you're funny. So people tell me that a bit, like I won't lie. It became a bit of a joke with my friends because every time we would go out, they were like, oh, here we go again. Everyone's talking about Brittany being Margot's twin, but I joke that she looks like me because I'm older than her. And then when I got my dog Margot, her name was going to be Maggie, but there was an article like a few days before I collected her from the dog breeder, and it said Maggie was the most popular female dog's name in Australia. So I thought, oh, she'll be answering to everyone. So I had to change it. So I went with Margot. Anyway, I won't tell that story again because I think I've said I tell it too many times. I'm a bit like my dad. I repeat stories and I don't want to sound like a broken record. Oh, thank you. All right, Lydia wants a card. Lydia, do you have a preferred deck? I'm kind of inclined to use the witch one that I was just showing you. This one here. Don't you hate it? Like I had a Panadol before I started this live because I've had a bit of a headache. And you know when it's like stuck in your esophagus? I hate that so much. It's gross and it's like slowly sliding down. Anyway, okay. Let's see, Lydia, what do you need to... I don't know if I've been overdoing it. Like I don't normally get headaches. I think I've also been clenching during my sleep. So I've been waking up with a bit of a headache. But I'm also trying to get fit. I'm on a bit of a health kick at the moment. I joined a run club because that's all the rage now, you know, run clubs. It's a good social thing, you know, to meet new friends in my area. And I overestimated myself. So I thought that running 6 kilometers would be doable. Not when I haven't been to the gym for not 2 years, but you know, like a long time. So I made it to 4 kilometers and then that was it for me. So I've got to kind of gradually work my way up. So I went to the gym again today and tried to up the ante a little bit, but yeah, fair enough. They're not for everyone, but I was doing it more for the social thing, the social side of things. Hey, Aussie Chris. Yes, I'm from Sydney. Where are you from? All right, so Lydia, you have Be Fearless. Okay, pretty self-explanatory. Now is the time to take a leap of faith, take calculated risks. Don't think about what could possibly go wrong. Instead, think about what could possibly go right. So let me just have a quick look at the message. It says, fear nothing and portals of power will open to you. See this challenge as an initiation. Your courage will guide you to victory. Okay. It's talking about the need not to fear your desires or your authority. Stop worrying about what others will think of you or your actions. Be unapologetic, courageous, and bold. Okay. So I was always a sprinter. Like growing up, I was good at short distance, so that's why I struggled, I think, with 6 kilometers. But you know what, I'm just going to keep chipping away and then hopefully I'll be up to speed with the others. I don't like being crap at something. I really hate being crap at something. It's the Scorpio in me, right? So I just don't want to quit on my first try. It's like I have to overcome that and be like half good at it, and then that'll be enough for me. Yes. So Mark, yeah, I know I'm not good at taking things slow. I'm an extremist. It's the Scorpio in me. Maria is here. Hello, Maria. Hey, Valerie. I'm just going to quickly do a card for Mark. Now, Mark, do you have a deck that you'd like me to use? I'm drawn to the Fairy Tarot. Let me just see what we get for you, Mark. All right, Angels and Spirit, please show me what is the guidance for... Oh, you've got something about unfinished business again. I'm sure this came out recently for you. 10 of Swords in the reverse. Angels and Spirit, please show me what is the guidance for Mark. What is the guidance for Mark, please? 6 of Cups. There's something about the past here. Something unresolved. I don't know if you feel like you're lacking closure with something. Angels and Spirit, please show me what is the message for Mark. What's the message for Mark, please? Let's see. And then we've got the 6 of Pentacles. So this is a card about give and take. And I feel like what it's saying is you reap what you sow. So like wherever you put your energy, you will see results. That's kind of what I'm getting. It's interesting that I'm getting that kind of interpretation of the 6 of Pentacles, because usually you see the scales of justice in the 6 of Pentacles, and we know that justice is about cause and effect. So there's something here. It's saying the good that you do will come back to you, an unexpected inflow of money, and borrowing wisely or repaying a debt. So I'm going to pull another message for you, Mark, and then we're going to do Maria. Guys, if you've just joined, let me know if you want a 1 card for free or a $15 reading, which is more detailed, and if you have specific questions. I don't know if it's in the love department, Mark, if this person from your past is coming out in your cards again. So let me use the Tell Me That You Love Me oracle, okay? All right. This is a really cool deck. I love the artwork. Angels and Spirit, please show me what is the guidance for Mark when it comes to love. Thank you, Mark. What is the guidance for Mark? What does Mark need to know when it comes to love? Oh, you've got social outings coming up. You've got party, friends, and family. So maybe you're going to be receiving an invitation. Maybe you will, maybe you'll run into an old flame or someone who you know, but you've never really had an opportunity to date. Just someone that you already know, and I feel like you'll be crossing paths at a social outing, okay? And it could be around your birthday. Yeah, you're definitely receiving a message. You've got correspondence. But this particular card says, hurry up, love cannot wait. Maybe you need to initiate the communication. It says, don't get all worked up about a punctuation mistake that you may have made in a message sent to someone that you like. There are as many different means and ways of expressing yourself as there are emotions in life. You may be easily unsettled by a sigh or silence, but don't make the mistake of putting a too radical end to the beginning of a relationship for such a reason. Go further, dig right at the source, and don't make hasty judgments. So it says you'll need time and patience if you want to correctly correspond and communicate with someone. Never reply in a rush, whether by email, text message, or face-to-face, to avoid misunderstandings. So there's a need for careful communication. Do we have Maria still here? Let's see which deck I want to use for Maria. Let's see what could be blocking you at the moment, Maria, okay? And then we'll get a soul truth message. Okay, let's have a look. Maria, I was supposed to get you a measurement today, wasn't I? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Time got away from me, but I will do it. I was going to send you that after visiting my parents, thinking that they might have measuring tape. Well, I know that they do. I'm so sorry. I know that you are waiting for that. Okay, angels and spirit, please show me what is blocking Maria. What is blocking Maria? What is currently blocking Maria? Okay. All right. You've got low self-esteem, and you also have regret. Now, regret is one of the biggest things that causes physical challenges. You know, like how I always talk about how emotional and mental blockages can lead to physical health problems. Because we waste so much time regretting things that we can't change in the past, it does cause blockages within the body. So let me read this out. Our existence on earth presents us with many opportunities. Some we take, some we pass up on because of fear or lack of clarity. Later, we may end up regretting the chances that we missed. The road not taken may haunt us eventually as we imagine what could have been if we had gone that way after all. We start to ache for opportunities lost and possibilities unrealized. We question our decisions and create new scenarios in our mind. We blame ourselves for the lack of courage or short-sightedness. So you're being prompted to ask yourself, what do you regret in life and why? What would your life have looked like if you had taken those chances? And what can you do now to be on your highest life path? Your affirmation is, I see all opportunities in my life with clarity, courage, and focus. I strive to live life without regrets. The decisions I make benefit my highest good. And the low self-esteem card is, I have everything it takes to make this journey. I believe in my own power and abilities. I see the divine in me and I love and accept myself as I am. So I'm gonna use this deck instead of the Soul Truth deck. Okay. Angels and Spirit, please show me what is the guidance for Maria. What does Maria most need to see right now? Maria most need to see right now? So I feel like you could be kind of obsessing about what's wrong with your health right now. And so you're keeping that, you're keeping your worries about your body, you're keeping your ill health at the top of your mind, and you know, we get what we focus on. So I feel like you need to get off the topic because you're just giving it energetic momentum and you're reinforcing your ill health. Because this card is talking about the need to get off the subject of not having what you want. So what you want is, you know, good health, right? They're saying get on a subject that you are in the allowing mode about. It feels fun, it feels like joy. That's what's going to change your point of attraction and help you get back to, you know, a place of more comfort in terms of your health, okay? Yeah. You've got let go of your need for a specific outcome. If your goal is peace, then you're programmed for emotional stability no matter what happens. So maybe you're convincing yourself that you'll feel better as long as such and such happens. So you might be thinking about the next doctor's appointment that you have scheduled, and you might be thinking, as long as I'm not diagnosed with this, or as long as they say that I can overcome A, B, and C, I'll be okay. But what if you just decide you're going to be more than okay regardless of whatever happens? Because when you expect to be punched and you're always looking for the fist, it comes again and again. But life does not have to be hard. Are you waiting for the next disaster to strike? Refuse to fight your way through life and instead expect peace and joy. Okay, you've got someone that's about to help you. I feel like it's a health professional. So I hope that that was helpful. Okay, guys, if you want a card, let me know. I've got this beautiful Tell Me You Love Me deck. I've got the Fairy Tarot here, Sisterhood of Seers, which is a really cool deck as well. It's this one. I'm also seeing a lot of pink flowers for you, Maria. Hey, Mariam. Let's see Marty's true feelings about you. You're welcome, Maria. So let's see, Mariam. Angels and Spirit, please show me Marty's true feelings towards Mariam. I do feel like he thinks about you fondly with this Six of Cups. You know, the Six of Cups is an energy of nostalgia. But in terms of, I'm hearing that he's a private person, or at least he keeps his romantic life private. I'm feeling that he hasn't really spoken to other people about your connection. Yeah, see, I'm getting guardedness with the Nine of Wands. So I don't feel like he talks to other people, but I don't see this connection moving forward because we've got the Chariot in the reverse. This could mean one of two things. You either live at a distance from each other because the Chariot is a card about, you know, movement and travel. And when it's in the reverse, it could mean that there's like physical distance between the two of you, but more importantly, you're not like moving in the same direction. You're not on the same page, because usually with the Chariot, you see a black Sphinx and a white Sphinx, and they represent two separate directions. So it's like your paths are not converging. It's, you know what I mean? They're diverging. And so I don't really see this moving forward in future. Let me just see, what is the guidance for Mariam when it comes to Marty? What's the guidance? The Empress in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like there's no growth here. If the Empress is a card about fertility and abundance and prosperity, and like literally you usually see a woman who's pregnant on the Empress card. When the card is in the reverse, there's a lack of potential. There's a lack of potential growth when it comes to this relationship. So I feel like maybe you should withdraw from the connection, especially withdraw your energy. And the Empress is about the divine feminine. And what is the divine feminine? It's receptivity. If you think about the male parts, I'm talking like body parts, genitalia, and you think about the female parts and what they do, the woman isn't supposed to go to the man, it's the other way around, okay? So there's nothing you can actually do. There's no action you can take to change the fact that the two of you aren't really on the same page. What I'm trying to say is it's up to him. Okay, so you kind of need to just don't try and make this happen, is what I'm saying. Don't try and take action. That's the masculine principle. So I hope that that makes sense. So we have some payments coming through. Let me just check who this is. Alex says, what made me get into tarot? So I was always really intuitive as a child, and then interested in spiritual things as I got older, and I never planned on doing tarot readings. It kind of just happened. I went through a really difficult period in my life, and I was using the tarot to help with my healing, and then I was just practicing on friends and practicing on random people online, and then there was so much demand for it that's when I realized it's something that it's a calling, you know what I mean? So I had to go down this path. Okay, let's have a look. Prrenav, is that how I say your name? Are there any new relationship opportunities coming? Good question. Let's have a look. We're going to do timing first. So when would be a good time, or when will there be positive developments in your love life? Show me. When can Prrenav expect positive developments in love? When are positive developments taking place? Show me, when are there positive developments taking place for Prrenav in love? Well, thanks guys. So we've got Annette and we have Nadine next, okay? When can Prrenav expect? We've got within 3 months. So within 3 months, you will see some suitors coming in. October looks quite promising, okay? I'm getting October. And in the meantime, they're saying it's time to take a break. Don't be afraid to kind of just focus on yourself for the time being. Sometimes it's necessary to kind of take ourselves away from online dating because it can get really discouraging. We can get jaded. Yeah, because I keep saying it's time to take a break. So in 3 months, I am seeing a positive development. Let me see. We're going to get your advice using this deck. And then we're going to see who's coming your way. Actually, we're going to do how you're most likely to meet a suitor. Someone that has relationship potential, okay? Show me, what is Prrenav's advice when it comes to love? When it comes to love, please. When it comes to love, what is Prrenav's advice, please? Okay, here we go. I know that's a long shuffle. Sorry, I'm just channeling your energy. I feel like you could have gone through some pretty rough experiences in love, because you've got a card that says there is a pathway that can shift your devastation into a palpable experience of being protected and guided through a difficulty. Although you may be in circumstances you'd prefer not to be in, they will give way to a more favorable situation and you will benefit from what is transpiring. So I do see positive changes, But your main job between now and October is really changing your beliefs. Okay, your beliefs are kind of keeping you in a bit of a negative mental state, and you've got a card that says if you tell yourself something long enough, you'll believe it. So maybe you've been telling yourself there's no good people out there anymore, or I'm destined to be alone for the rest of time. I want you to be conscious of those negative thoughts, because if you fail to take the time to question why you do what you do, or why you think what you think, you can become convinced that you can't do anything else. So I feel like there's some limiting beliefs that are holding you back in love. And they're saying before you can effectively create change in your love life, you first must believe that you're worthy to have and feel that you have a right to have a better experience. You definitely have a lot of protection around you. Your guides are trying to lead you towards positive experiences and outcomes. There's no need to fear. So they're wanting you to open up your heart, because they're saying no harmful event or person shall be able to come near, and only beneficial opportunities will appear on your path. But your job, as I said to you before, is to start telling a heroic tale of overcoming whatever has caused you pain. So stop repeating that story that, oh, that person broke my heart, and oh, that person tried to take everything away from me. Oh, that person was such a horrible person, they victimized me. Stay away from that victim story, because it's disempowering you. And Spirit is asking you to decide consciously that your past will not determine your story. Clear the way through the powerful act of forgiveness, even if that person isn't sorry, because forgiveness is the gift that we give to ourselves. It allows us to get ourselves off the hook, and just cut that person loose and keep moving forward. They're saying don't look at setbacks at the end as the end of the world. They're only here to propel and stretch you. So keep working on your dream, and life will create something so much bigger than you currently have the ability to understand. Okay. Instead of those negative thoughts, replace them with images of what you would like to see in your world. Okay. So that's what I'm being shown in terms of your advice. Let's quickly see how you're most likely to encounter serious contenders. Okay. Hey Samantha. Yes, I'm doing the paid readings, and I'm doing, one card free as usual. Okay. Hey Alex. All right. So Prrenav. Show me, how is Prrenav most likely to meet serious contenders? It's interesting that you've got the lake card, and it's talking about tranquil waters. This is about you needing to make peace with the past. It's about you needing to be at peace before being able to attract someone who would be a good fit for you. I don't know why the factory card is here. This could be a reference to work. Show me how Prrenav is most likely to encounter serious contenders. All right, I don't know why people feel the need to contribute when this is not obviously for them. Tarot readings aren't for them, so you can just not comment. Okay. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I did delete, probably just not quick enough because I'm focused on my readings. All right, Prrenav, let's see. So next is Annette, and then we have Nadine. So if you want to... Oh, we got Natasha. Sorry, I've got your name here. Just post your questions for me so we can get straight into it. Prrenav, how is Prrenav most likely to meet a romantic partner? It's interesting because whenever I see, just say I'm using the tarot to ask how you're most likely to meet someone, if I see work cards, inevitably the gym also comes out because it can actually be working out. It's so interesting that spirit, it like finds ways to clarify like that. So working out, same kind of cards as work. So I don't know if you go to the gym. I am seeing online dating here, so I don't know if you've had not much luck with online dating. I keep seeing water. I don't know if you like to swim, but you know, the lake card came out. Now you've got the river and the swimming pool. But I definitely feel like you need to kind of go with the flow and be mindful of your feelings. Like there could be some emotional blockages that you need to heal. Water obviously refers to feelings. So maybe you need to journal and do some purging of your past heartbreak so it doesn't have to keep plaguing your present. Okay. Love you too, Maria. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Mark. All right, so we have Natasha. Let me just see, Natasha. Where are you? Okay. Oh, you want to know new and exciting things coming up. Okay. Let me use the tarot first. Then we're going to do the Wild Witch Oracle. All right. Angels and Spirit, please show me, what does Natasha have to look forward to? What's coming up for Natasha? What's coming up for Natasha, please, Spirit? What's coming up for Natasha? You definitely have new beginnings on the horizon with the Ace of Swords, but while I was shuffling I saw the Death card, so I feel like you're entering a new chapter of your life. That this card is saying new ideas should be implemented, so this is not a time to do things as you've always done. Like it's kind of like out with the old, in with the new type of energy. Okay, definitely some events coming up. You've got the Three of Cups, so good times with friends, and this could be announcements as well, happy news, that type of thing. Okay, this card is talking about announcements such as weddings, graduations, or births, but generally, you know, the Three of Cups, I associate it with social outings and good times with friends. Okay, yeah, you've got the Six of Cups. This is a really sweet energy. This could be, I don't know what your relationship status is, but this could be a love interest coming in. Show me what's coming up for Natasha. What's coming up for Natasha, please? So if you've been feeling a little bit left out in the cold, I am seeing like the Five of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Hermit. So if you've been feeling a little bit alone, that's about to change. You're coming out of this period of sadness. You've got the Three of Swords in the reverse, so it's saying you're overcoming grief and loss. And, you know, you're coming out of a period of feeling like you have no options. Seven of Cups in the reverse. And, you know, maybe you're coming out of a period of stagnant energy because you've got the Hanged Man. So the wait is over. You've got the Judgment in the reverse position. This just means you've got like a rebirth on the horizon. The reason it's come out in the reverse is you're kind of not at the threshold just yet. You're almost there, but it's talking about the need for you to go where you're called to go. Usually with the Judgment, you see an angel blowing a trumpet, and it's talking about you know, spirit trying to lead you to places that you should be going and experiences that you should be having. Don't ignore that, okay? Because spirit is really trying to let's say, push you into this new era of your life. So at the moment, it's saying review the past and the present so that you can plan a bright new future. Understanding your life purpose and releasing judgments of yourself and others is what's necessary to propel you into this new beginning, okay? Okay, yeah, you've got wish fulfillment with the star, and it definitely looks like there is some romance on the horizon, okay? With the Knight of Cups. Let me just see. I think someone paid for a reading. Who was that? You're welcome, Prrenav. Let me know if you have any other questions. Hey, Andrea, nice to see you. All right, so back to Natasha. I'm going to use a different deck. Show me what's coming up for Natasha. What's coming up for Natasha, please? What's coming up for Natasha? Yeah, look, new romance is imminent. How exciting. It says either with a newcomer or through a reignited passion in your existing relationships, someone that you already know. It says be open to giving and receiving love. They're definitely wanting you to come out of a hermit period. It's saying don't waste any more time. Go out and enjoy yourself. So start saying yes to social invitations. You've got have faith and hope because there's something positive and new on the horizon that you can't yet see. It definitely feels like you're coming out of this period of waiting. With this card here, it's talking about conditions haven't been favorable for you. This new person that could be a romantic interest, they could be from overseas. And you've got a card that says you have a gift for working with young people and your divine purpose involves helping, teaching, or parenting children. So I don't know if that resonates with you, but that card was it just fell out of the deck. I'm just going to finish your reading, Natasha, with a message from the Sisterhood of the Seers Oracle. Then we're going to move on to Nadine, okay? All right. Show me, please, what is the guidance for Natasha? What's the guidance for Natasha? Oh, you've got sacred courage. So obviously, you know, when you're going through a time of transition, it does require courage. You know, we have to move fiercely into new territory, and we have to have courage to cut ties with things that we've outgrown. So let me see what this card says. Yeah, it's talking about the need for you to know that you can do it. Bringing light to your fears, quantum leaps, taking a chance, opening up to new levels of experience and new life. Life has brought you to a wonderful place, but this situation requires that you leap into your brightly lit future. You may not feel ready, but spirit believes in you and your soul is ready to soar. So release any fears and then take this quantum leap. Much like any pivotal moment in your life where you were slightly unsure of what was coming next, you have always made it through and even thrived. Fear is natural, but not knowing what is coming next. But the unknown need not be frightening to you in this situation. Sorry, it's the way it's worded it's really bad, but they're saying just trust in the unknown, okay? And the time now calls for courage. So take a moment or two as you need and then jump into this new adventure calling your name. Okay? Oh, you want the Wild Witch deck, Nadine. Okay, awesome. Let me just see. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up with these comments. Oh, okay. Before we do Nadine, I'm going to just answer Prrenav's question because Prrenav made 2 super chat payments. Okay, so let me see this person's feelings towards you. I can't believe I've already been on here for 45 minutes. What the hell? All right, show me. Show me this person's true feelings towards Prrenav, please. You know, that's interesting that you say that because when I was doing your timing cards, I did see that there could be already someone, but I ignored it because the way that you worded your question, it felt like there wasn't anyone in the picture, but I did see the card that says, just bear with me a second, by the end of the day. So I was like, that kept coming up. So show me this person's true feelings towards Prrenav. Wow. 10 of Cups. Like, this has great potential. It says an emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children, people you can trust. So this one definitely looks promising. So yes, your intuition is right about her, and this has future potential. But I would say things might be taken to the next level within the next 3 months, okay? You'll know for sure. Yeah, you've got the Ace of Swords. I feel like this person is really honest, and there's good communication between the 2 of you, okay? Yeah, 6 of Cups, this is really nice. This is like almost like a past life connection. It's like the 2 of you feel like you've known each other before. 6 of Cups is a really sweet, innocent energy, and I'm getting children around the 2 of you. So I don't know if you both are talking about a desire for children. And I keep seeing 10, so that's another reference to October. So October is going to be really, really significant when it comes to this relationship, okay? Now, back to Nadine. You're welcome, Natasha. Hey, Cindy. Sorry, Samantha says, are you, oh, yeah. PayPal details are in the description. I've got food in my teeth. Nadine, what's coming in for me? Okay, let's have a look. We're going to use this deck here. All right. And you wanted the Witch deck, so we're going to start with that actually. The Wild Witch Oracle. Alright, Angels and Spirit, please show me what's coming up for Nadine. What's coming up for Nadine, please, Spirit? Oh, we've got Ash. Hey, Ash. Alright. What's coming up for Nadine, please, Spirit? What's in the near future? I keep seeing the Libra Priestess. So I don't know if you're a Libra, Nadine, or Libra season, which is not far away. It starts on the 24th of September. It's going to be significant for you, but obviously the card is talking about the need for balance. Okay. Angels and Spirit, please show me what's coming up for Nadine. You've got adjust your perspective. Is there anything legal going on for you at the moment? Legal issues, Nadine? Legal issues. Adjust your perspective is obviously the need to see things from a different point of view. Because, you know, for example, if we keep focusing on a problem, then the solution will continue to elude us. Okay, so there's a need to kind of come at it from a different angle. Show me, please, Spirit, what's coming up for Nadine? No legal stuff, fair enough, okay. What's coming up for Nadine? I will be doing a Scorpio reading tonight, so you've got triumph over bullies. This is making more sense. With the Libra priestess and the triumph over bullies, maybe like me for the last few months, you've been feeling a little bit mistreated, or there's been unfairness in your dealings with maybe family members or just people around you. And this is being healed, okay? There's something about the moon as well. There's something about this being a cycle it's coming to an end. And you're going to help it come to an end by integrating the lessons that this chapter has taught you. So you see people through a different lens now, you know, people that you thought would never do wrong by you. Maybe they've let you down recently, but there's been important, valuable lessons that you've learned in the process of this chapter, okay? So remember that life is happening for you. Like maybe this needed to happen, this disappointment, the people letting you down. Let me just read out this adjust your perspective card. It says, don't postpone pleasure until certain conditions are in place, for that day will continually elude you. Find the endless sweetness that is available to you in the present moment and dwell in the garden of gratitude. When you look back at the end of your life, it will be so easy to see that the simplest joys were the most precious. The sound of a loved one's laughing, the scent of brownies baking, or the vision of sunlight sparkling on the sea. From this vantage point, you can also see where you've been spinning your wheels. For example, by working a job that you didn't like, to buy stuff you didn't need, causing you to feel progressively emptier and more exhausted, even while getting wealthier in the eyes of the world. So it's saying, what goals and habits can you let go of to liberate yourself from limitations and expand into the now? So maybe you needed to see the truth of situations and people to move away from the situations and people that you've outgrown, or they're not in alignment with where you're going. And I do see karma here. So if anyone has treated you unfairly, you know, you have triumph over bullies. So let me just quickly see what the main message is. I won't read the whole thing out, but let me just see. Don't let the bullies win. Lay down the law. Refuse to cower in fear. Okay, it's about boundaries. Let's have a look at this deck. Okay. Where I cut the deck, you've got an exotic romance is on your doorstep. So let's hope that's what you're looking for. Okay, let me see. Angels and Spirit, please show me what's coming up for Nadine. You've got maybe health is a focus for you right now. Maybe you're like me, changing up your fitness regime, or you're just prioritizing your overall health. Yeah, there's definitely a sense that people have been trying to hold you back, but they're saying, they're saying you're flying high right now, which may threaten others, but don't descend. So don't let other people hold you back. Your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith and don't try to force it to happen. Okay. There's something about decisions. An important decision is coming up for you. Now it's come out twice. So this card is saying to make your decision, ask yourself which way brings me closer to my divine purpose and which way takes me away from it. Yeah, definitely new romance is on the horizon. Okay. You're protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. You're being asked to relax and feel safe. You've got the need for time out. So yeah, there could be some burnout going on. So Spirit is saying stop and take care of yourself. And what else do we have? You have someone on the other side wanting to say hello. So I don't know if you've lost someone, you know, semi-recently. You've got a smoother road ahead. Yeah, so if you've been going through challenging times, I do see miraculous solutions. I'm seeing things improving. Money looks good. You've got a happy move, and it looks like it's not a house. Did you ask about moving house? Or is this a new place of employment? Definitely a new beginning there because it's come out quite strongly here. The angel of abundance next to a new dawn, okay, and a promotion and wealth. So it looks like money is about to take a massive step up, okay. If you did ask me about moving, just let me know and I'll finish your reading with a timing card, okay. Was Maya? I'm sorry if I say your name wrong. No, I'm going to stick around for a little bit longer, so feel free. She used to read for me. I just asked her to say hello. Oh, that's so nice. The lady that used to read for you just wanted to say hello. That's so nice. I've got Ashley next. So Ashley, are you there? Can you repeat your question for me? Oh, I've got it. It's you that wants to know if you'll be moving or buying a house soon. Okay, let's have a look. We're going to start with the tarot to see if you'll be buying. If you're buying, I'm going to ask them to give me a Pentacles card, okay? All right. Angels and Spirit, please show me. Yeah. I see buying, okay? And I do see a move because the Chariot's fallen out of the deck and this is actually movement. And it could be around, I know it seems far away, but if you're buying a house, the biggest investment of your life, right? So it's not something that can be rushed. It could be around Capricorn season because I've got the Devil here, okay? So Capricorn season is end of December, up until, you know, towards the end of January. So you've got the Two of Pentacles, so that fell out. I asked for a Pentacles card if you were buying. So, you know, and the Two of Pentacles for me is about negotiating, you know, back and forth negotiating. You might need to save a little bit more between now and January. So the time that it's going to take for you to find the house that you want to buy is a blessing because it allows you to save up that little bit more for the deposit. Okay, so let me just see what else I can get. Angels and Spirit, please show me what's coming up for Ashley in terms of moving. In terms of moving, what's coming up for Ashley? Got the Queen of Wands. That's confidence. That's taking matters into your own hands. And that's also my card for like the entrepreneur, the female entrepreneur most of the time. So maybe you need to up the ante when it comes to your business to help you save money. I don't know. The card is saying believe in yourself. Let's see. Angels and Spirit, please show me what does Ashley need to see. There's a need to save with the Four of Pentacles. There's a need to put some money away, okay? It says manage your resources wisely. Achieve a balance, and balance is important because you've got the Two of Pentacles, right? Achieve a balance in how you spend and save money. Yeah, so saving is crucial right now. Let me see if the timing deck is going to reaffirm my prediction next couple of months of Capricorn season, okay? All right, angels and spirit, please show me, when is Ashley most likely to purchase? They're giving me September and then November. You know, there could be an opportunity for you to move and not buy. Like there could be an opportunity for you to just rent or just move in September. But I feel like you're going to decide to hang out a little bit longer. Perhaps you find the place in November and I feel like maybe you exchange in November and settle in Capricorn season. Yeah, because they're showing me December. But there's something important that happens in September. Maybe that's when your mortgage application gets approved, or there's something really important in the 9th month, okay? And they're saying you have the power to create the timing by taking action. That's the Queen of Wands, who's assertive and takes matters into her own hands. So there's a need for you to take action towards your dream of owning a home, okay? So I hope that makes sense. I'm just going to hide some people. Nathan's here. Hey, Sweet Elevation. Hey, Dwight. Oh. There you go. I love it when the cards make sense. Thank you, Namira. Hello. Nice to see you, and thank you for subscribing. All right. So let me just see that I haven't forgotten anyone. There's someone in here with a heart condition. I don't know who it is. Sweet Elevation. My PayPal link is in the description, or I do accept Super Chat, but the only thing is Super Chat, YouTube takes like a huge chunk of the Super Chat, so I do prefer PayPal, but yeah, I accept either or, and I will be sticking around a little bit longer. So I'm going to pull a card for Nathan. Oh my God, did you have a heart attack in 2005? Yeah, I was getting like kind of a palpitation feeling. Hey, Nancy. I'm going to do a card for you, Nathan, but I'm just going to quickly answer Tara. So does Ben still have feelings for me, or has he moved on? I'm going to use the Pug Tarot. Don't ask me why. I don't know, Tara, if you're a dog person or not. Okay. Angels and Spirit, please show me. Show me, what are Ben's feelings towards Tara? Oh, I see. What's a sign that I need to read for you today? All right, you've got a few cards falling out here. Look, I have to be honest with you, Tara. I feel like you're too good for Ben. You're coming out as the Queen of Swords in the reverse, and he's coming out as the Knight of Swords. Notice you're moving... Actually, no. When the cards are on the table, you're looking in opposite directions. So I feel like it's over. I'm sorry to say, you probably want to reconcile with this person, but I feel like you're just on different wavelengths. And as I said, you're the Queen of Swords. He's the Knight of Swords. like you have more to offer than this person. So I feel like you're selling yourself short if you want to reconcile with him. With the Page of Cups in the reverse, I feel like he's emotionally immature. I feel like he's not very good at expressing himself. He doesn't really know what he's wanting, where he's going in life. He's a flighty person, someone who loses interest quite quickly. I feel like it's done. They're showing me the Ten of Swords. So it's over, okay? And look, there was a codependent dynamic. Maybe the two of you had some strong chemistry, but I just don't see it being built to last. They're wanting you to free yourself of this situation because it's keeping you stuck. And I feel like you think about it quite a lot. And see, this is the codependency that I'm picking up. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. It's not that he doesn't desire you, but I just feel like, as I said to you before, it's not built to last. You've got the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse position. You've got the 2 of Swords. This is him again, not knowing what he wants. So if you allow him, he might come in briefly, but he's not going to be sticking around. And I feel like he's not honest with you because he's not even honest with himself about what he wants. You can't expect honesty from someone who can't even be honest with themselves. That's what I'm getting from the Knight of Swords in the reverse position, okay? So I hope that clarifies for you, Tara. Let me just, thanks, Sweet Elevation. No worries, I just got bumped out of PayPal, so just bear with me 1 second. And I wanted to get a message for Nathan, so just bear with me 1 sec. Nathan, I'm drawn to the spirit messages for you. That's what I was feeling, arrhythmia, yes. They're saying you're being redirected to something far bigger and better, which is what I've been telling you for weeks about your work situation, right? They're saying endings are part of the cycle of life and they make way for wonderful new beginnings and opportunities. They're wanting you to go inward, meditate, ask for help from spirit, and then trust your intuition, as most often the answer and guidance will be delivered to you intuitively. Changes are coming. They're saying if you're noticing changes within yourself, it's because you're leaving the old version of yourself behind. You're elevating, shedding unnecessary layers, and old cycles are ending so new beginnings can come in. You deserve this new chapter. Trust yourself more. Know that you're in the right place at the right time, and opportunities will present themselves to you when they're meant to, all in divine timing. Get excited about the future again instead of fearing it. And don't be procrastinating. I don't know if this is a Scorpio thing lately. We're putting things off. I don't know what it is. Let me just ask the tarot what you could be putting off. For me, it was a little bit of, I was procrastinating about sitting with my feelings and really checking in with myself about what I want for my life. Because it's intense. That's intense kind of self-work, and I prefer to help other people with their stuff. So when it comes to my stuff, I avoid it. So I don't know what you're avoiding or putting off. You're welcome, Tara. Hey, Robert. Thank you. Hey, Rick. So what are you putting off? Yeah, similar for you, because you've got the 7 of Pentacles, which is crossroads energy, not knowing where to invest your time and energy. But the message is saying, have patience and don't worry. Take time to rest and plan your next steps. A prudent investment of time or money. So you will know what's going to be worth your time and money. And because I'm seeing the pumpkins, I feel like it could be around Halloween, okay? And you've got the 2 of Swords in the reverse. So the blindfold is coming off. And you won't be indecisive for much longer, okay? You'll know what choice is best for you. And I feel like that's within 2 months. So Yeah, well, that makes sense because we're in August and I said around Halloween. So there you go. I hope that that was helpful. I'm really feeling your heart today. I don't know why that hasn't really come up before when I've read you before, has it? Sorry, let me just put these away because I get overwhelmed if the cards are in the wrong spot. Okay, next person I've got, is it Taya? Is that how I say your name? Let me see. So sweet elevation. Do I say your name Taya? If I took a new role, would I be offered the same money? Let's see. I'm going to use my work oracle deck. Now, Taya, just let me know, are you Scorpio? Okay. Angels and Spirit, what is the guidance for Taya? Show me what's coming up in terms of work. And Westmia, I've got your payment, thank you. Taya, what's coming up for Taya? Thank you, Dwight, you're so kind. You're Aries, okay, got it. What's coming up for Taya? What does Taya need to see regarding work? They're saying, I'm kind of getting that you need to think it through because you may be offered more money, but I was seeing prickly situation. You don't want to accept a new role and land yourself in a team that's negative or there's drama. Prickly situation usually means like a negative work environment. And they're saying with the reflection card at the bottom of the deck, think it through. Take time to revisit, past roles that you've had to decide whether it's the right move for you. Knowing what you don't like will show you what you truly love. Yeah, you've got many choices. So it says you have options even if you don't see them right now. Get creative and look around. Now, I do see progress and forward movement. So whether you take this new role or it's something that hasn't been presented to you yet, I'm not quite sure because I feel like there's more than one offer on the table or about to be on the table. They're saying to you, the best move for you right now would be something that allows you to upskill. Because you've got this card here, it says gifts. You're uncovering new talents that will land you new work and a better position. So what I'm saying is, don't move sideways or move into a job where there's no opportunity for advancement, or you're not going to be accumulating any new skills. Because you've got the innovation card. It says you need to come up with new strategies. So if it's going to expand your horizons, if they're going to teach you new skills, then I would say go for it. You've got people skills. This card says that you have a flair for working well with others. You could be a diplomat, counselor, salesperson, or head of a company. So use those people skills to your advantage. You've got luck on your side. Your fortune is improving and you'll get a lucky break soon. But you see how this card says ups and downs? It says your work has potential for both advancement and stagnation. This goes back to what I was saying. Don't move into a job if it's going to pigeonhole you and there's no opportunity for advancement, okay? Think long term. Don't think short term gratification. You know, for example, if this new role that's being presented to you now is slightly more money, think about your future. Think about long term. Okay? Yeah, so they're wanting you to move up the chain, not sideways, okay? So I'm going to pull a card from the Animal Tarot, and then we're going to move on to, I don't know how to say, can you let me know how I pronounce your name? Where's Maya? I don't know how to say it. Oh, look, you definitely are being offered something. If not already, there's something really good that has a lot of promise on the horizon for you. Ace of Pentacles is a windfall of abundance. Okay, let's see. What does Taya need to see, please, Spirit? What does Taya need to see? Yeah, I keep seeing aces, so there's definitely a new job coming in. Page of Swords is asking you to do your research. So make sure you don't just accept a job without, you know, doing your homework. And I do see you turning your back on your current role. You are moving on into something much more fulfilling, something that you'll enjoy, that has a lot of potential. Okay, so I hope that that was helpful. And the 8 of Cups can mean, you know, this month, like as, you know, as soon as the end of the month, you could be taking that new opportunity. So I hope that was helpful. Let me just refresh my PayPal. Hi, Vinny. All right, so where's Maya? You want a love reading. I'm dating someone, but I don't trust him. Oh, okay. All right. Hey, Jonah. Okay. Let me see what you need to know. I'm going to use the Fairy Tarot again. This is one of my favorites at the moment. Show me, what does Where's Maya need to see regarding this person? So we've got the Ten of Swords in the reverse, which makes sense. You know, this card talks about unfinished business. But the next card that came out was the Three of Wands, and it did come out in the reverse position, which tells me a few things. They're saying don't overcompensate for this person's lack of effort, okay? He texted his ex, happy birthday. Oh, well, that could be the unfinished business. Oh my God, how immature. I really don't like this person already. Sorry, I'll try and put that to the back of my mind. You've got the Three of Wands. Now, I don't like seeing this in a love reading. I'll tell you why. Because it means that things might not be taken to the next level. The reason being is the next card in the tarot is the Four of Wands, which talks about a relationship. It talks about things being taken to the next level. It talks about a strong foundation. So I feel like there's a lack of a foundation between the two of you. That makes sense because you already don't trust him. And trust is the most important ingredient in the foundation of a relationship. If there's no trust, there is no relationship, right? How can you open yourself up to someone and be vulnerable with them and be intimate with them on an emotional level when you don't trust this person with your heart? So I feel like this person doesn't make you feel emotionally safe. I feel like this person plays games. You know, you just said it yourself. But with the Three of Wands coming out in the reverse position, it's also saying, next to the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, Don't wait around hoping that this person is going to try harder. What you see right now is what you're going to get. So would you want to lock in a relationship with this person as they stand right now? Because I don't see improvement. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse is a lack of effort. And that's why I'm saying to you, don't overcompensate for this person, because you've got the Ten of Wands. This is that card of burden. If you think that you have to do all of the emotional heavy lifting and you have to make all of the effort to make this relationship survive, then what is the point? You know, you deserve someone who's going to invest in you and want to build a future with you. You can't be the only person doing this, because, you know, that's a relationship. It takes two. So let's see. I'm going to use the Shadow Love Oracle. Don't think that you can fix this person, because that's the message behind the Three of Wands in the reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. What you see right now is what you're going to get, okay? Okay, Angels and Spirit. Hey, Rena. Right. Show me, what does Wasmaya need to see about this person? Yep, it cuts both ways. Exactly what I was saying to you. It takes two. But that's not what this card is actually. It's not the traditional meaning behind this card, but I feel like that's what Spirit is trying to say. Angels and Spirit, please show me, what does Wasmaya need to see regarding this person? This person's got a temper. Let me know if you've witnessed any anger issues and dark moods with this person. Look, you've got Sneaky Snake. Yeah, this is him wanting to start over, but I feel like you're dealing with an avoidant with the Escape card. When things start to get real, I feel like he might just leave the building, and then you're left thinking, what did I do? Like, it's almost like you, with that Ten of Wands burden, it's like you feel like everything's your fault. You get blamed for everything. Look, you've got brief affair. I just don't feel like this relationship is built to last. So I want you to manage your expectations. I just don't think this person is really ready for a healthy, serious relationship. And there's nothing that you can do to change that, okay? Well, look, I see some qualities already. I'm not really convinced that this person is... I feel like you deserve way better. Let's just put it like that. I'm going to get an advice card for you. We're going to use this deck, actually. Interesting. Where I cut the deck, you've got growth is getting very clear on the ways that you block your own blessings. One of the ways we block our own blessings is feeling like we don't deserve better. And I feel like you are selling yourself short with this person. Okay? They're saying change your approach when it comes to him. Okay, that makes sense. Like, if you find him getting all, like, you know, angry and defensive when you leave him, maybe you need to change your approach. Maybe just block him. Because if it's back and forth, it's just a roller coaster, and who wants to be a part of that? They're saying, if what you're thinking, saying, or doing in response to any person or experience is not bringing you peace, change your mind, or in your case, change your approach. You don't have to be stuck on that roller coaster. And I know it's addictive. It's like a drug, right? If you're dealing with someone who's got a temper, but then, you know, the next minute you've made up and it's passionate again, but that only lasts a couple of days, and then you know, you're in another conflict. it's like you're addicted to the highs of that relationship, but it's not worth it because most of the time you're in that dark low. So is it worth compromising your peace? No, I don't think so. So, yeah, I feel like this is a toxic relationship. I'm sorry, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but you need to choose you. You've got a card that says, I choose me. Do not settle for less and don't get distracted by time wasters that take you off track. To continue giving without receiving, this is the 10 of Wands, it doesn't prove anything except that you know how to be taken advantage of. So I feel like you're dealing with someone who's in it for what he can get. He's not in it to invest in you and, you know, build a future with you. This is an important card. This is a card that helps you identify when a relationship is toxic. There are 4 behaviors that wreak havoc in a relationship known as the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Criticism, contempt, defensiveness, which I feel like your person especially is defensive, and stonewalling, so the silent treatment. People in healthy relationships are able to identify and repair how they address their conflicts. So I feel like you both don't know how to resolve conflict in a healthy way. But the number 1 predictor of divorce is contempt. So that's when the other person sneers or mocks or is condescending towards you. So I don't know if he's displayed that kind of behavior, probably in an angry outburst, yes. But I feel like you need to do some inner healing work and maybe identify why you're attracted to these types of men. Maybe in your childhood, you had a primary caregiver that had anger issues. Maybe you have become accustomed to walking on eggshells and you have confused, you know, that kind of energy as, well, you're just accustomed to it, and people are programmed to keep going back to things that feel familiar, but you don't have to put up with that. You know, you can be in a relationship where you feel emotionally safe and where there's no roller coaster of emotions, you know what I mean? But I feel like there's some work that you need to do before you can get there, before you can feel comfortable with that type of a relationship. Because you are like, it's a program, you're programmed at the moment. So first step towards healing that is just identifying it. So, you know, it's all up from here. I hope that that was helpful. Okay, let's see who is next. Okay, let me just see. All right, let's have a look. I don't know, Sweet Elevation, there's something wrong with your PayPal, but that's okay. I'm happy to answer this question. You would like to know what's going to happen with you and Ali. Okay. You're welcome. Rebecca wants, okay, let's do a card for Rebecca from the Tell Me You Love Me. I love that deck. I got it today. It's so pretty. Let me just find it first. Here it is. It's buried underneath another deck. Okay. So, Rebecca. Angels and Spirit, please show me. Angels and Spirit, please show me, what does Rebecca need to see? Here's the message for Rebecca. Okay. Is there someone from your past that might be coming in? I feel like it's more of just a physical connection though, because you've got this card that says passion, desire, sexuality. If you play with fire, you'll get burned. Let me just pull one more card for you. because like the card that I got when I first picked up the deck was a card about forgiveness and reconciliation, which is why I feel like an ex might be looking to come back in, but they're asking you to let go. You've got time-consuming sacrifices will not yield positive results. So I feel like this person from your past could just be wasting your time, and you don't want to be forfeiting better matches, you know, by entertaining this person. So let me just quickly see what this is talking about. So the card that says if you play with fire, you'll get burned says love relationships based on sexual desire or interests alone will not do well in the long run. They will slowly consume themselves along with the people involved in them. A relationship in which there are no true feelings is practically doomed from the start because from a human point of view, it always becomes destructive for one or the other partner, if not both. If you find yourself in a passionate relationship in which sex, money, or some form of interest is the main source of common attraction, take care to protect yourself. Once those unremarkable desires are consummated, it will be very hard for you to restore and balance your relationship on less quirky grounds. Careless fun in bed is nice, but building a stronger future is also great. So it's asking you to master your passions if you don't want to make the person who's getting to know you run for the hills. It says too much enthusiasm or importance, too many expectations, or too much excess will be perceived as just too heavy to reassure this person about the prospect of a fluid and durable romantic relationship with you. Take your time in revealing who you are and getting to know your person and their expectations in a relationship. Wait for the cement to harden if you don't want to make that person run off. Okay, so there's also a need to stop believing that you're not doing things well enough in order to deserve love. Okay, so you might need to stop going for people who make you feel like you have to jump through hoops in order to win their affections. They're saying let go of the old to let in the new. Okay, so I hope that that was helpful. Hi, AJ. All right, so let me have a look. Sweet elevation, you want me to look at Ali, okay. All right, we're gonna use the tarot first. Right. Angels and Spirit, please show me what is most likely to happen between Sweet Elevation and Ali, please. No, I'm not seeing it progressing. Let me see why. Why is this not going forward? The Devil. I don't know if Ali is already committed to someone else, or the Devil can just be there's an ex that this person is still involved with. There's responsibilities that this person is dealing with. It could be family responsibilities because you've got the Ten of Wands here. Show me please what's going to happen between Sweet Elevation and Ali. I've got the Imposter as well with the Hermit in the reverse, so just be careful because this person may not be who they portray themselves to be. You got the Six of Swords in the reverse. This can either mean whatever barrier that stands between you and them, and it could be a person, it could be physical distance, because you know this is a card about passage, moving over water. When it's in the reverse, it means that the relationship isn't going to progress to the next stage because it's too hard, basically. Ten of Wands, there's too much standing between you and this person. And we've got the Hanged Man. It's going to require too much of a sacrifice. The Hanged Man is about sacrifice, but this person is holding on to something. You can literally see this person hanging upside down on a tree. So it means this person is holding on to something from their past, and meaning that they're unable to move forward with you, and that is reinforced by the devil. Okay, the devil, you see two people shackled, and so with the Three of Cups in the reverse, I'm also seeing possibly a third party standing between you and Ali, but also the Three of Cups in the reverse means there's going to be no reunion. You know, this is a card about reunion, getting back together. So when you've got the Three of Cups and the Six of Swords both in the reverse position, it's telling me that this relationship is not going to move forward, okay? Could be that this person is married, like I just picked up the Ten of Cups. Let me just see. I'm going to use the Tell Me You Love Me deck that I just used on Rebecca and see what it says, okay? Okay. Angels and Spirit, please show me. Sweet Elevation, what is the guidance for Sweet Elevation, please? They're saying go out. With this card here, party, friends and family, I feel like you're going to be meeting someone through mutual connections, and they're wanting you to get out and enjoy life more. Focus on your own happiness and accept social invitations, and that's what is going to lead you to happiness in love, okay? You've got there's communication coming. I don't know if this is with Ali, but maybe there's a need for a heart-to-heart conversation, because this card is about correspondence, messages, and the card actually says that you'll need time and patience if you want to correctly correspond and communicate with someone. Never reply in a rush. There will be a lot of interaction and many discussions, but you'll need to carefully design every one of your answers. Spontaneity isn't the priority in this message. The number of exchanges may very well tire you out or oppress you at some stage. It's interesting because the Ten of Wands is a card about oppression. It says, just force yourself not to systematically reply immediately when you get a message, especially if that message has upset you. Wait for the pressure to reduce and then calmly reply. Don't get all worked up about the communications, okay? So I hope that that was helpful. Let me just see. Okay, now is the time, guys. I'm going to do a last call for paid readings. So if you want a paid reading, let me know. Rena, is Rena still here? I'm going to pull a card for you if you're still here, Rena. You're welcome. I'm going to do, which deck do I want to do for Rena? This one. Hey Rebecca, I actually already did your reading. I don't know if you missed it, but you'll be able to catch it on the replay. You were before Sweet Elevations reading. I did you 2 cards from the Tell Me You Love Me Oracle, okay? All right, Angels and Spirit, please show me what is the guidance for Rena. Is Rena here? Angels and Spirit, please show me what is the guidance for Rena. I think Rena might be gone. You're welcome. Okay, I think Rena's gone. All right, I'm gonna close it. Hey, Lanceloft. All right, thank you all for joining. I'll be back again probably later in the week. And I'll see you guys then. Bye.